before they unmake what I was. Before they unmake what I was a thing that could be known. I was a thing that could be known, but only without love. But only without love was I a thing that could be known. Was I a thing that could be known? Before they unmake what I was. Before they unmake what I was. I was made for this.
In this triangle of stars there will be pain and breathing. If there's fear in your heart, that's the first sign that you're not leaving. I'll sing out my defiance as I rend the cage of my spine. Set my feet upon a path that no map could define. I'll be faster than lightning, deadly as a kiss. When I chase you down, I will know utter's bliss. I will flutter over water with my wings of last unfurled. Someday I'll be big enough to hold the world.
Hello everyone!
Hello, everybody.
We're
Hello,
back on
everyone.
the mechanical farm,
Yep.
where...
I should open your chat. Whoops.
I should do that.
Anyway, we're just chilling today.
New effect animal friend! Yay! So you were gonna, like, replan and
Organize a
resort
bunch of stuff.
storage,
Yes.
yeah.
And also going to migrate all the, planting locations too.
Yeah. Nika, you're the
Closer.
one who's got the gear to do the final restoration. And I was going to start farming a zone? I forget which one. Was
I
it-
think it's the one with the,
I think it was Yellow Forest? Because I did a
Yes.
bunch in Stepstone Peak. So I need sour fodder. Fodder.
also, at some point we're gonna probably want to move the grinders.
Now I need a bunch of rabbage oil.
Move the grinders. That's coward talk.
I mean, it's not. Okay. That's plenty of clay. Those are finished growing.
Although I guess actually,
Okay, so what do we want to be growing? Because we are growing a lot of rabbage and chromate. I guess this is fine.
I need a whole bunch of rabbage oil. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The energy readings are still on the rise here. Keep working.
We also still need crude oil, so
Yeah.
I definitely misheard that as something that is not in this game. We definitely still need crude oil.
that's what we call carrots, honestly, because
Anyway,
been
while
refined yet.
I wait for us to have rabbage oil, I'll just pump thingy, the other zone, the one I was doing last time again.
I don't actually have the irrigation hose upgrade.
Huh. Oh, that must require an extra one over and above what you needed for Yellow Forest then.
The other one was the vacuum.
Ah. What's the best way for me to get to Stepstone Peak? This direction, which will doubtless trigger... What's her name to give
the
that...
dialogue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, how are we all doing today? I'm extremely tired because I had to get up on a Monday morning for once.
Oh, yeah.
That is a mood.
Yeah.
I am doing all right, except I woke up to the temptation of more dumb math takes. So I was just like, yeah, I should encourage this.
You did in fact
And then it was-
specifically
The energy readings are still on the
Yep.
rise here.
tell
Keep
me
on
did.
at it.
to post mine.
Yeah, because you would have been annoyed if you didn't get to hash that out.
I could have lived with it, but thank you. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, we put in another application on another house.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
And yeah, that's been a lot.
It is. It is. I don't envy you the house hunting at all.
Yeah, we'll have to deal with that at some point, which is not gonna be great. Speaking of houses, the house I used to live in went up on the market already, and it's on Zillow, and goddamn, they really turned that place around in like 2 months.
Yep. I am still pretty fucking skeptical.
Well, it is not my problem, but it
Yeah.
is like their entire business to flip houses like that. So
Yeah. Okay, that's that one done. How is it evening already?
because we started fussing around before we did anything, and
Yeah,
opening up the game doesn't pause time in the morning.
True. Shit, I've forgotten the layout of Stepstone Peak.
Okay, we're going some more chromes.
Let me know if y'all want me to pop down a hammock here. I am waist deep in some ruins. So.
Nope, it's fine.
Yeah, I've
Did
still
Eat sound like she was ready for bed?
What? Oh, no.
I'm saying, dear, that you're busy. We're probably not going to skip this evening.
Yeah, probably not.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I was more complaining about how time is running out for me to get this done.
Mm-hmm.
Does have pretty sunsets though, this game.
Nice skies. Okay.
Things that every builder game should have.
Yep.
Good skyboxes.
I made a weather station. We have weed seeds tomorrow, and then it's rainy the next day.
Good
Word.
to know.
somehow we hadn't built a weather station at this point. Also, I need to take my meds. Whoops. Give me a sec.
Yep.
That would be good.
Also, hydration check.
Mm-hmm.
I am, I hope, pretty well hydrated. That is one of the things that they stress. For...
And that you stress about.
Well, yeah. Is one of the things that they stress with regard to CT scans. It's like,
Yep.
we're going to put a bunch of stuff in you, and you need to be well hydrated for it, and you'll need to rehydrate afterwards.
Because your kidneys are going to want to chew on it.
Yeah.
Do we have the means to make iron parts? Let's see. Not really, it's chromate oil.
Ah. Why can't these friggin' rodents ever give me coal rather than iron ore?
That's a good question. Yeah, iron parts is gonna be the next, Oh, I need to make 3 red lenses. Okay. Which means we need to make some fucking red glass. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I can jump like 2 hose levels up. I just need red lenses.
For which you need red crystal, right?
Nope, we have plenty of that.
Okay.
We've been grinding those pretty responsibly. I also always want the Stardew Valley thing of just add all items to the nearest box with them.
Yeah. That would be good.
I keep forgetting I have a fucking flashlight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have a fucking button on the HUD, so.
Right.
Hey! Found some petrified eggs.
Nice. Drop all of those. And those. And I am still seriously over encumbered. Oh well. Oh, and there's more chromates.
Good. I think reasonably, if I was playing this solo, I could not, you know, mind my crops and also explore.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm shocked at the lack of automation in this game so far.
Hmm.
I feel like the, like, quote-unquote, intended single-player difficulty curve in this is probably meant to be, like, go unlock one zone, come back, farm for a while you, like, gather up the resources from it, and then move on to the next.
Yeah. I think also the multiplayer design is fundamentally specialized. Like, you know, one person for
The energy readings
basically
are
kind of
still
the
on
breakdown that
rise
we've got
here. Keep
now.
working at it.
Of like one person is
feeding animals, one person is cleaning zones, and one person is farming.
Yeah.
Which at least entails that it is better set up for multiplayer than Satisfactory, which you have to do a real chunk of outside the game planning and coordination, I think, to
Yeah, there
multiplayer
needs to be a
Satisfactory
command
effectively.
structure.
Yeah. Or at least an agreed on kind of overview blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at all that lovely oil.
America debuff.
I'm going to chuck some iron bars in to cook.
Mm-hmm. I need the glass. So if you pick that up, toss it in the box.
That's full. That one's almost full.
I still hate this.
Yeah.
Interrupting everything if you stay up all night.
Like, it's definitely good to have the
refresh
Hey,
reminder,
hope you're well
but
this
yeah.
fine morning. You've been doing real well since you arrived. Keep up the good work.
okay, there's red glass. I need to make red lenses.
I've got a couple more red glass. Let me throw them
That's fine.
You sure?
We doubled up.
Okay.
Yep.
Wheat seeds.
Yep.
That is hose to kill those. I missed one.
No, it's fucking vacuum. Huh? Why are you squirting them? It's a vacuum thing.
The squirting seems to work.
That's because I was grabbing them with a vacuum.
I got here before you did, though.
Yeah, the vacuum has a longer range.
Right, which box
There's the last one.
gets the red glass?
Oh, you have air control. Okay, enjoy our strange lamp.
Where do you want me to put the spare red glass?
Fucking in with the other furnace stuff. Furnace products.
That one's full. That one's basically full.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the whole. I need a rabbit oil. Fuck's sake. Now we're being limited on rabbit oil. So.
Yeah. I'm going to put these chromes into become oil.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy another pack of rabbit seeds, I think.
Right.
We cleaned out a polyberry patch that we can put them in.
Cool. Oh, did you take all the rabbit oil?
Yes. We're still farming this stuff. We don't have a whole lot, and I need 3 of them
Alright.
per red lens.
Ah, okay.
Don't worry, I'm planting 50 more.
Cool. I am going to go and harvest all the goodies from yesterday's feeding spree, and then I'm going to go and see about cleaning out whatever's there in the Yellow Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the Edgecliffs, like, valley area.
Mm-hmm.
Some good kind of contours to the terrain in this game.
Yep.
Voice line
The energy
incoming.
readings
Yep.
are still on the rise here. Keep working at it.
Yeah, I'm really just sitting here like, how does one person fucking do any of this without it taking 4 times as long?
Yeah.
And the answer is they don't. It takes that long.
Yep. I wish that coal was available in greater abundance than iron. Because we definitely have way more iron than coal.
Fractalite.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty.
What does the solar dehydrator do?
No idea. I do love how the visual design for this is basically just sci-fi bismuth.
Yeah. Lots of things should be sci-fi bismuth. Bismuth is a good look.
Bismuth is a great look. It is my favorite rock, and that is why I own a bunch of them.
It is the least surprising thing I've heard about you ever, hun.
It's also, I have stuff to make my own bismuth crystals. I just haven't tried it yet. Mostly because it involves heating metal up to about 400 Celsius, and
That you do need to have some control over space in order to do that. Yes.
yeah, I would feel uncomfortable doing that in a rental, much as I feel uncomfortable doing that in Mom's house.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Unless you had different, much stronger opinions about your mother.
Yeah.
Not saying that from experience or anything.
I can definitely see how it'd be a cool as shit thing to do in every sense except the literal one, but also needs to be done with great care.
I saw some very cool tutorials on like how to make like artificial bismuth geodes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, there's another coal deposit back here that I've been completely missing. Ah. Fucking god damn it. Any more? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I should come back and unload.
Mm-hmm.
And then oops, go to the other place. Fuck's sake. I'm 1 kilo over the encumbrance limit.
The energy readings are still on the rise here. Keep
Yes, I
working.
know, Pip. Ouch.
Any automation, please, for the love of fucking God. I don't want to have to sit here and keep feeding it fucking orders for noxious spores.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm sure I remember there being automation stuff in a trailer that I watched, but also I might be misremembering because I watched so many trailers for Builder games.
Mm-hmm. I wholly expect that is within the realm of possibility.
It's exactly the kind of mistake that I make, for sure.
Mm-hmm. You'll never win Guess the Game like this.
God.
Sorry that my brain is just wired wrong.
Mine's wired wrong, but in a quote-unquote correct way on this part.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm fine being the homestead wife for fucking this playthrough. Saves me some from having to stream because I'm not doing anything interesting. Honey bottle seeds, cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a few of them and a few of the lumberries.
I think they're loomberries, like luminous,
Yeah, sure.
because they light up. It's really the fact that you can open your like inventory and one of the tabs available is economics and it just shows you the value of all the things is a decision that I don't understand, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it feels like... I mean, it might be ground laid for a system that will be more important later in development, but also it feels like a little bit like, oh, this is the thing that we think games like this have, so we're putting it in.
Yeah, like there hasn't been a terribly big problem.
I
with
will
actually,
literally,
like-
I can literally cite the game that probably inspired it, Slime Rancher.
Oh yes, almost certainly. But like,
Because-
money is so easy to come by in this. It's hard
Yeah,
to
no.
see the point of it.
Yeah, no, until they start asking for lump sums to do stuff, which who would charge us rent on this fucking planet? I don't see a large point in it, but like, so the thing with Slime Rancher is that like they have that giant board of like what every bit of slime like material is selling for, because you press a button on it to sell. Like that's literally also the interface to sell on. Which is just like, I don't know why there needs to be a tab for that in your inventory. I also don't know why the prices need to fluctuate. That feels like speedrunner spite mechanic, not like useful or interesting.
Yeah. All right, I have 9 fractalite ore and coal each going in.
I'm gonna load up more crude oil because we can never have enough of the stuff, question mark. And we have so much of the stuff. And then why not? I'll make some plant oil too. We have enough fucking storage for the plant fiber that we might as well. Okay. These are all watered, great. Yep. Anyway, yeah, I think like some of the decisions in this game are very much giving me like, they saw that other games were doing it and don't understand why they were doing it.
Yeah.
But also, it's really early access, so
It is, yeah.
that they have time for changes to happen to either invalidate or validate those worries.
I can't remember where any of the mining nodes in Yellow Forest are. Isn't that fun?
Okay, right. I need 2 more iron parts, and then I can make the irrigation hose power that I need.
Cool.
Which I can just make, so...
Cool, yep.
I will move out the fucking way. You can.
I'm going around the other way.
I literally moved for you, babe. No. Took 1 step back. It's fine.
We're too polite, we can't inconvenience each other.
Okay. Proxy moved to Canada, not you.
Listen.
I'm listening. You want to get yourself out of that sick burn I just landed?
No.
Good girl.
I am so bad now.
Yes.
Nothing like a good night's rest. Don't forget to water your crops today. Otherwise, it'll be a bit tough for them to grow.
Hey, good news. There are so many things that are already ripe today.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
Like Rabbages and Chromaze. And Rabbages and Chromaze.
That's
And
what we need.
Zappertwig.
Are there perchance any Rabbages and Chromaze?
There are, and also Zappertwigs.
Okay, I have one little bit of critique for the devs here.
Which would be?
Why is my mech still getting actively rained on inside the barn?
That's polish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's because of client stuff. I feel like I'm just dripping off right now and not getting actively rained on. Anyway, okay. We're making rabbit oil. All down the line.
Soon the beasts will feast.
On Rabbages.
They'll ravage the ravages.
Yep.
Whatever the ravage. Ravage we like it or not. That's a very silly
Okay.
joke.
That's a stretch. Okay. Time to replant.
I'm always stretching. Posture check, everyone.
I'm never stretching. My posture is fine.
I have a
You-
fucked up
you-
chair that
you-
allows me to sit bisexually in a way with good posture.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fucking, do not get to question my sitting. More Zephyr twigs. More chromaze.
The energy readings are still on the rise here. Keep
Up,
working at it.
Pip.
I kind of hate the fact that the seed shooter upgrades go from 9 to 18 to 32.
Huh.
Instead of 36.
Or like any other number, but yeah, like
I would have thought it would have gone like 9 to like 25, because that's how many the next plot up holds.
Me too.
It might get tweaked.
Yep. Okay. Time to upgrade my lenses. Or upgrade my, what is it? Yeah, irrigation hose range. Now I need, still need iron parts. That's chromaze oil, right? Yeah, no. Like it goes 9, 18, 32, 64.
Huh.
Which, like, if the final one ends up being an 8x8 plot, sure, but I don't think it is. Anyway, I'll deposit seeds into this barrel.
I'm wondering how much more ore and stuff I'd find if I just clear cut this zone. This is how I think about builder games.
Mm-hmm.
British debuff.
Oh wait, this is the town ruins again. I should not jump down there, that's water.
I want to be able to suck water out of the sky to fill my tank when it's raining.
Hell yeah. Get like an upgrade for the mech that's just like
When it rains, it
a
autofills.
rain shield that just like autofills your tank, yeah. That
Are
would
you
be-
listening, devs? Please
That
don't
would
be.
be-
We've been ragging on your shit pretty hard, but
But we've also continued to stream the game.
yeah.
And like none of the issues are like super huge.
Yeah. We're just like, I don't know why you're doing this. Please elaborate.
Also, my mech might be stuck.
There's a button for that.
Oh boy. I'm gonna. What the heck is that?
What the heck is that?
What's what?
I saw like a.
Oh.
What?
No, I just saw on on the stream that I have pulled up for chat.
Starfish. Can I get my mech out of here?
I'm just gonna process the rest of the fractalite bars.
Sounds good.
Fucking that stupid fucking the children cry out for the mines post that just had a picture of a RuneScape location, and I was just like, damn, I was a child crying out for the mines.
Let's see. Is the starfish just a cell? And I arrived at the merchant just as she was taking off, and she knocked my mech over. Fucking bitch.
You can mouse over it and it'll tell you, it'll fetch a pretty price.
Yes. Okay. 200, which is not that pretty a price, but I'll take it.
Oh, we're really doing some amazing things in here.
Aha.
I'm making iron parts.
Oh, decent splash of rabbit oil. Nice.
Yes.
Sour fodder. The early evening. I'm going to scoot over to Stepstone Peak and harvest the coal there again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fractalite bar, yeah, baby.
Very pretty.
Oh, I love when we get double chromes.
All of the slime that is left is far from the water sources in the area. Pain.
Pip incoming.
The energy readings are still on the rise here. Keep working at it.
I need 5 iron bars to get that. Hey!
I'm still 4% off. Okay.
You've done it again. In all honesty,
Sure.
I was beginning to lose hope until you showed up. I thought I was just a defunct heap of space junk left to litter in orbit. But now you're here, and we're turning things around. Thank you. You proved I was right to believe in this planet.
Okay, I need 2 blue lens.
Oh, you want the
and a power
librarian voice, do you, doll? I see. I assume you mean this one, although that's not strictly what it's called. How are you doing today?
Are you gonna respond in voice since you joined?
Oh, there you are.
Hey, dog.
Hello, doll.
Here to brat it up and presumably not be confused with Jake. Again.
It sure was a thing that happened.
I am terribly sorry for any insult given.
None taken.
Having actual, serious, thoughtful articles seemed rather more a doll trait.
Redeeming that right as you joined is a very funny move.
I hope you are satisfied with your mischief.
Ever and always.
I'm glad you're satisfied and you can stop, because that's definitely how that works.
Oh, I'm fully aware that it will only encourage them. That does seem to be rather how this works.
Yup. Okay, I have the iron parts to do this.
Anyway, that's been a minute, so.
Steel parts and yellow crystal dust for the next hydro splash size.
Interesting. I've not seen yellow crystals yet.
And they might be through the door,
Oh, good point. Good point.
which we'll find out about in the morning.
Yep, pretty soon.
Oh yeah, did these finish growing? Nope.
Also, good job picking a game with a door.
I didn't pick this one.
It picked you, yes, we know.
I think picking it was kind of a collective effort, honestly.
Nah. Pretty sure you're the one who bought it for both me and Nika.
I mean, yeah, after you had expressed significant interest in playing it together. Occasionally, I like to treat my friends and partners.
Can't relate. I only buy you things like Elden Ring.
And wedding rings. Sorry, engagement
Yeah.
rings.
Wedding rings come later. Yeah.
I Love it when you give me things and you ought to give me wedding rings.
I'm working on it, Brooke, and I'm broke as shit, and you know that.
Oh, Jesus. Speaking of, I just got wired a frankly ludicrous amount of money.
Oh?
I need to cut a check for first to last and security and bring it to the leasing broker.
Ah.
And if we want to do that before I am surprise going to San Francisco and wiring me the money and
God.
having me cut the check
You're surprised going to San Francisco?
on Saturday. We figured this out last night.
What?
Thane is visiting Amy and Des.
Ah.
And during date night with Des and Fane last night, we were joking about the possibility of me being able to be there for Fane's week-long visit.
Ah.
And
So are we gonna have to skip next week?
no, I'm
Okay.
bringing my laptop, and I can either hijack one of their microphones or just bring mine.
Good to know.
Yeah, Amy will be in the office on Monday during the day anyway, so.
Need some noxious spores. Pardon me, dear.
But yeah, Fane looked up the flights, and because we were like, oh, it's like literally like a week prior to the flight. It's going to be obscenely expensive. Fane looked it up and was like, oh, that's less than 10% of my accumulated frequent flyer miles. What if I just did that?
What a surprise! People who fly frequently can just whip that out.
Yep.
Could not be me.
Yet.
Probably at all for a while.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hey, love.
There's the yellow crystals.
Yep.
Okay.
They were just under all the goo.
Now we get to open the door.
Rise and shine, Exofarmer. Restoring that region yesterday felt great. Maybe there was some more good to be done around here. Keep a lookout, will ya?
Holy shit, all of the rabbit is processed. Oh god. Or all the chrome is finished processing.
Hey, the Zapper took grew, so I can get rid of this map now. Goodbye. Yes, love, I am.
Right. I'm going to go to the door.
Alright, I'm gonna join you. I didn't want to be the one to pop it, because you're the one streaming.
I should come with too.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll get back in time to water things.
Probably. unless it pops up a message saying, "Hey, this is the end of the game so far."
Mm-hmm. And then kicks us back to exploring.
Yeah.
Hun, that's a ramp. How did you fail to get on the ramp?
And then roll into the water. Hey, I don't have to stand my mech up that way.
True. True.
Hold on, let me drop this. I have so much fucking nonsense in my inventory. What is weighing me down this much? Whatever. I'll
Life.
just walk over. Yeah,
Okay.
the material burdens of life.
Oh, Twitch chat, scroll properly, please. Katamari crossover when?
That's
A Katamari mod for this game would be great, though, to be honest.
you just roll around and collect resources that way.
Let's go.
Bonk.
All players. Oh, that's nice. All
Looks
players
like the
required to
reading's a
proceed.
peak now. It's about as energized as it could get.
Oh no.
Hang out back here. Back.
Amazing! To think this was under my nose the whole time. Guess there's still our surprises left with this old piece of space junk. Come on, we need to investigate further.
Yeah.
Yep, every region unlocked a new thing on this door.
Yep.
This is an elevator.
Oh yeah.
Wow, this goes deeper than my senses.
I like how
could
all
reach.
those rocks
Your
are falling
neck will have
through
to
the
be
roof
my
of the
eyes and
lift.
ears.
What if we made it purple?
Does the purple door open? No. Oh,
Oh my.
this is a Halo level.
Who built this?
It is.
Why was it locked down so tight?
Oh, there's a. Is that the island? That's.
I believe
I think
so.
so. I'm gonna get a head start on walking the other way.
Looks like the water down there runs throughout this whole facility. Perhaps it was part of some closed hydration system.
Definitely.
Oh,
Staying
there
alive
is an
for a
island
very
that we
long
haven't
time.
gone to. Maybe
Yeah.
this will get us to the island.
Yeah. There's definitely a platforming thing along the side as well.
To get to that far area, which has a thing.
Oh, I stepped in here and there was
I
a.
think we found where the former inhabitants resided. Doesn't look like an especially comfortable arrangement to me. It's like they crammed tens of thousands of accommodations into this one room. And who knows if there are even more spaces like this down here.
To be fair, like, I think jump puzzles are a good addition to a build a game. Satisfactory has loads of them.
You say that, but every single one of them has a solution, and it's a build foundation.
Yes, foundations and or ladders. Some of them are quite fun to do as jump puzzles, if you like that sort of
Looks
thing.
like this door has missed some power.
Okay, I'll climb through it myself then.
Nicely done. I guess cable management is a hassle in all corners of the galaxy. I'll keep scanning the energy circuits to try and figure out how their tech works.
You're right there, Nika.
Yes. I am having fun. Tripping and falling on flat surfaces.
It looked to me like you jumped into the wall and
That is exactly what happened, yes.
I see.
I hope it warps us out.
Another unpowered door, huh?
Oops. Where's the other socket?
Up here.
I see it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Hold on. I'll get it. I want to help. God damn it.
Tell you what, I think I figured out their method of energy transference. If I had any form of direct access, I could perhaps take control. Hey, it's not just me, right? That thing sure looks like a computer station. If we get it running again, I could try to connect.
I am sure nothing can possibly go wrong with this idea, Pip.
All right, connected now.
Good.
Wow, that tangled. And I think I just lost some decades worth of weather readings. Anyway, I started to get basic control of the system now. Need a bit more energy for full access, though.
Any more cables around?
No, I think that's.
Think that's it. Maybe it's waiting for us to get back in our mechs.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. It's a puzzle.
Oh, we have to plug them into the right spots. Yeah.
Okay. Ah.
Uh-oh. I think some other system was using that energy. Seems like nothing critical, at least. I think we're safe and sound. Besides, I just got access to the computer's activity log. Looks like... Yes! Now we're cooking with gas. I found an access request for the coordinates of another shelter. Looks like one of the residents wanted to make their way over there. Must have been brave to face whatever they built this for. We need to get to the bottom of this. I've downloaded the coordinates. Let's go. Oops, looks like we unpowered whatever was keeping the hydration systems in check. We'll need to find a way to get across to get out of here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh. Hell yeah. Okay.
Well,
I understand now.
mm-hmm.
Wait, how did you just harness that alien energy source across the water? I can't believe that worked. But hey, that kind of ability is bound to be useful.
What the?
Okay. It's a little janky. You have to jump into the water.
No, you don't.
Okay, well, mine wasn't working when I was just
Yeah,
walking.
mine dropped when I.
You have to be sprinting.
Okay, that's it.
It's letting me do it while I'm over encumbered though, so thank fuck for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't do this while over encumbered. Because I need to be able to jump onto the top of the water.
Can
Well,
we
this
split
is
load
fucking annoying.
if I come back?
Huh?
Can we split the load if I come back to get?
Do you have?
I only have 8 kilos on me, so I have a ton of room.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I have 100. I have 240 out of 120. So
yeah, we can each take 60.
little warning about that would be
Yeah.
appreciated. Okay, I'm gonna drop 60. Right there.
I can take 80.
Okay. What are you? That's crazy. Okay. Hold on. Oh, and then this stone can just go.
Yes.
Fair.
And then
Chuck me whatever else you need to drop.
yeah.
I have another 20 kilos of capacity myself.
I watched that fling into the distance. And then fucking what do you weigh? You weigh enough. Get out of here. Now I can play the game.
Also, I really need to make myself the second inventory capacity upgrade,
Yeah, you do.
given what my role in the team has become.
Okay.
Here we are.
Okay, I'm gonna be back. My router because fucking everything is today.
That.
Also, I think jump puzzles are better in farming games than fucking combat. So
Yeah.
Big agree.
what lies
That's
beneath?
why I couldn't get along with Minecraft.
Are we just back
Minecraft-
where we started?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes? Check the map.
According to the map, we are.
But we have
I-
water walking now.
Oh yeah.
And also, the map has 2 new zones.
I mean, the map has had 2 new zones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I hadn't zoomed it out yet.
Yes.
Oh, holy shit. Hello, Shadowfrax. Welcome,
Hi,
Raiders.
Shadowfrax.
Oh, hey, Shadowfrax.
Horse
Welcome,
raid?
Raiders.
Oh, shit. Valid to eat fingers. Run away if you have fingers. I don't have fingers. I'm an insect. How's it going? Welcome to the
What
channel.
is the-
We are...
Greetings indeed.
We just opened a door, which, you know, typically for me took about three. Is this our 4th stream for this?
Yep.
Yeah, so that took like 8 hours. Yeah, I think it's about 8 hours.
Yep.
And I am Eat, Dragonfly VTuber. With me is Lexi,
I'm a librarian. Hello.
Unconscionable Robot, Holographic Doll,
Hello.
who is usually pretty quiet, except when causing mischief.
Mm-hmm.
And Nika.
And yeah, we are Morningstar.
Where can we get from this side of the beach?
Do you also have a run speed upgrade that I don't have?
Yes.
Wah, I'm so small and weak.
This is a personal problem.
Dragonfly issues.
Shut up.
I was made of carbon steel fiber.
Truly.
I am
anyway.
nature's deadliest predator. I don't deserve to be mocked like this.
Nature's deadliest predator, complaining about our lack of speed. Incredible. Anyway.
Have you got to the point where you get to the water ski ability? Shadow Frax. It's fun. Tornado Rock Isle.
Yep.
I think we need to do that before it'll let us through this other door.
So there was a commenter on last week's stream, I think?
Week before.
Week before, who was like, yeah, so they haven't added that zone behind the wall yet.
Okay.
So that might still be coming. But,
Yeah. That makes sense. If that's the case, then I'm gonna go get us some yellow crystal.
Yep, please do.
good stuff. Oh, it's a new critter! Morning drape.
A what?
A morning drape. It's a bird of some description.
Sorry, I heard Drake and neurons activated.
As they do. More fractalite on Tornado Rock Isle.
Good.
And
The water ski is fun. I think more games should introduce this mode.
yeah, more games should be Sonic games. You're right.
Noted Sonic fan, Lexi Descalier.
Yep. The Znarks are here. They want fancy fodder.
Fancy
Only the
Snorks.
fanciest of fodder for the Snarks.
Mm-hmm.
All praise to the Snorks. Oh, and that's Fractalite, which I can't mine because I'm a pleb.
The pleb who has been avoiding specific upgrades.
I haven't been avoiding them, I've been leaving the materials for other people to use.
And then now complaining
Well,
that you don't have them.
I didn't know we were going to be in this situation, okay?
We were inevitably going to be in this situation.
I am distressed to announce that I only just started understanding the pun behind the gravel gourd's name.
Behind the what's
Which is?
name?
The gravel gourd. It gives you stone when you break it. It is a gourd of gravel.
Yeah, that's not even a pun.
Yeah.
The
That's ju-
portmanteau, then.
Yeah. At World's Edge, I found a black color flower sprout.
Hooray.
Hell yeah.
Also got some palm trees. Gonna see if I can't get some sprouts.
Word. I have achieved yellow crystals.
Huzzah.
You sure did. Very proud of you. Oh, there goes Doll, resetting the router.
Ah. Come back, doll. I can't bully Lexi alone.
Oh, I found a morning drape here in the mountainside coast.
Mm-hmm. There seems to be a fair number of them about.
Very odd-looking critters.
It's like a sea anemone meets a stork.
Push broom.
Or that, yes, I suppose you could say that.
I picked up a clam.
Very proud of you.
We'll make a New Englander of you yet. It is New England that's mad
Yeah,
about
it's the
clams.
clam chowder.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I know a thing about America.
Very proud
Know
of
a
you,
thing
dude.
about parentheses new, close parentheses England.
Okay, where am I at? Wow, that's the nearest safe location from fucking Tornado Rock Isle? That's crazy. Alright.
Oh, I bet you can water skate all the way along that. I'm going to do that. That looks like fun.
Have fun.
I bet I fail because I don't have a good enough turning circle. Also, what are all those structures? They look intriguing.
Those Znorks are going off.
They do that. Ah, that's coil dying.
The first thing I did with my water skiing ability was find an island to trip on.
This is the way of things. Or rather, the island was in the way of things. I didn't get to water everything. I need to get back home. There's just a hammock out here in the middle of the fucking yellow forest.
Yep.
Yeah. I dropped that one night and never cleaned up after myself.
How dare. Welcome back.
Welcome.
There's also a bunch of chests over here.
Ooh. Below tree.
Nice.
Yeah, I did leave a handful of chests there because I was trying to mine out the entire area in a day.
Oil line to. Now I know where we are. Whoa. Let me just fall. God damn you.
My turn to fall over.
Sounds like Doll's back, but hasn't realized they're back.
Yeah.
Hello, doll. Come in, doll.
They don't have their headphones on, so they won't hear us on stream or on Discord.
Someone just turned off their audio sensors. It's fine.
Man, they hide the ruins in the artifacts in these ruins in some unconscionable places.
Would you like some help with this one?
I'm doing okay so far. I might not actually be able to get to everything.
That has not typically been my experience with why they're like how they're designed, so
Yeah, but I mean, this is an endgame one.
that doesn't change the design philosophy much.
I do.
All the treasures should be accessible on foot, which is not where you get all your power-ups, so
That jump might be make. Oh, come on, I got up there before. Is that it? Okay. Ah! Oof. There's another one.
Oh, is that one? Interesting.
My God, these bastards and they're hiding things.
Oh, Oh, these go a ways out.
Mm-hmm.
You will need the jet ski for some of them in this one.
Yeah.
Which we have.
Yep.
Fuck's sake, no. I'm not gonna water all the plants.
Oh, is it just aluminium here? It is. Interesting. Oh no, this island has everything. That's what it is.
Ah. Grab the coal.
Or it had, yeah, iron, fractalite, coal, aluminium, 2 question mark things, and then yellow and black color flower. And I'd be willing to bet the question mark things are the coil vine and the glow fruit.
Sounds very plausible. Is there definitely only the one artifact up here?
I finished watering things in time.
Yay! Well done.
Oh, we just got storage shed. Can store a lot of resources.
Good.
The ones we had already were small storage shed, right?
Small shed.
Good morning, sleepyhead. Those new mech parts made a world of difference. The best looking ride in the front.
Yellow glass and hardwood.
Oh, today, here's a very dumb story from today. So, my aunt, who I don't, like, interact with at all, but still sends me, like, token Christmas presents every once in a while, this year sent me the ultimate activity book for intelligent men.
Oh boy.
Oops.
Yeah.
We should see how many of them us useless femmes are capable of doing. Make a stream of it.
Oops, I'm bimbo.
Yup.
Anyway, so I opened it up, and I've been doing some of the puzzles last week, and today I got to a fucking 3x2 symbol Sudoku. Can you complete this grid so that no zodiac symbol appears more than once in each 6 square rows on each smaller 3x2 set of squares? Yeah, what's your first reaction to that?
Homestuck.
Yep.
No, I mean, yeah, but how many zodiac symbols are there again?
12. Why is it a 6? Yeah.
Exactly! Like, yes, I could trivially complete this. And then I went ahead and solved it as intended, except it turns out they didn't even provide enough information to have a unique solution.
Oh, that's funny.
And then the other puzzle on this same page is, can you decode this cryptogram? And they provide blanks and some pre-decoded letters.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the words has one more letter in the blanks than it does in the actual cryptogram. It could not even fucking... This is the worst proofed puzzle book I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
It's just
All-
incredible.
Only the best for intelligent men.
Yes. Maybe that's why it's labeled that way.
We're just men. Intelligent men.
Fuck. Christ.
Intelligent men. The IDM of men.
Oh no!
That's right, we're doing 2014 humor, baby!
When are we not?
Oh dear. August never ends, including the jokes.
Yeah. It's crazy that we made as much progress as we did, even that. God.
I
Oh.
don't know that I that I describe IDM memes as 2014. Like that seems more like 2004.
I remember them from 2014.
Maybe that's when they finally imported them to the UK.
We were slowed down a bit by the existence of EDM.
Okay, no, it's like if we're talking when this was imported to the UK, then no, we have to go back to the 1994.
I don't think anybody was using the term intelligent dance music in 1994. They were all doing too much ecstasy.
Yes, they were.
Were they? Oh, that's distressing.
That term is as old as I am.
Wikipedia saith the term intelligent dance music was likely inspired by the '92 Warp compilation Artificial Intelligence and is said to have originated in the US in '93 with the formation of the IDM list, an electronic mailing list originally chartered for the discussion of English artists appearing on the compilation.
Right.
It is entirely the British fault, in fact. British debuff, British debuff, British debuff.
I mean, the term isn't our fault.
Yeah, and in fairness, basically everyone who's ever been called IDM is either a chud or actively says, I hate this term and everything to do with it.
Yeah.
From, like, day one.
That was my understanding. Oh, there's the fucking thing.
And more historically, in November '91, the phrase "intelligent techno" appeared on Usenet in reference to Coil's "The Snow" EP. Off the internet, the same phrase appeared in both the US and UK music press in late '92.
Okay, so I am.
So that was when the ecstasy started to wear off, basically. Sounds about right, actually. That's when John Major was elected. And that was certainly not an experience that was producing any ecstasy for anyone.
I mean, British politics really do.
There's a fair amount of ecstasy in '97 when Blair was elected, although I suppose there was probably still more cocaine.
Taken and produced are two different.
I mean, they are, but they are also related.
Yeah.
Ideally, taking one produces one.
Yeah.
What a weird sequence of jokes to be on a Twitch stream of this game. I don't think the Lightyear Frontier devs are going to want to promote our streams anymore.
Yeah, no, don't worry. This is totally normal corn that we're growing. We won't talk about ecstasy at all. Ignore the rainbow corn. That's all watered.
Ooh, I found another black color flower.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
We can get to growing 2 instead of 1.
God, it's been an hour and a half already.
Mm-hmm.
This game just flies by.
Sure does.
If I really want to start some shit on stream, I could ask Eat to justify 13.2 to me.
I mean, I can do that, I think. I just wander around randomly farming stuff as I do it.
I mean, that's this game, so
Yeah.
go off, Queen.
So, Final Fantasy 13-2, and why it's still, high up there for me. Why am I still ascending?
Why it is the version of Homestuck you will put up with.
I dispute the Homestuck characterization in the strongest possible terms.
You're gonna have to do more than just dispute it in strong terms. You need to go for concrete terms because Doll has made a strong case to me.
Doll makes a strong case that everything is Homestuck. Doll
Yeah,
making a
and
case
they're
that things are
right.
Homestuck is really just a testimony to Homestuck's Campbellian status as like every possible work of fiction combined into one.
Incorrect on this count, but go on.
Where the fuck am I? I'm there. Okay. So it's a time travel story. Time travel stories are usually celebrations of not just individual agency, but the special agency of the protagonist. Doubly so in video games, which are already obsessed with the special agency of the protagonist.
Right, yeah, yeah, Deathloop and whatnot.
Yeah. I think that is a deep problem with the time travel story as a genre. The simplest way to put it is to say that time travel relies on the time travel stories where you like go back in time and change the past or try to change the past, rely on the idea that you would have an agency in the past which you do not possess in the present. Right, that the best solution to a problem is for you to go and fuck around with the past rather than for you to deal with the present as it happens. And what FF13.2 does is it takes a look at that and he says, no, if you try to do this, you will fuck everything up for anybody else who gets tangled in your attempts to deal with this shit. And it makes it very clear that as Noel and Sarah get obsessed with this idea of fixing things, that they are missing important clues to how to deal with the present, which requires them to let go of things that they care about.
This just sounds like you're describing Homestuck to me.
Yep. I know you don't want to hear that.
I'm baffled which bit of Homestuck you are. Like, Homestuck signally fails to critique people not letting go of stuff.
I mean, I said this in chat, but 13.2 happens to, like, structurally covers the same narrative span as Acts 1 through 5 of Homestuck, wherein the protagonists get caught up in shit that they mostly just go along with because they don't have any better idea, and then at the end it's revealed that yes, you've been getting played this whole time. Everything you have done has been in the service of making everything worse, and was in fact already set that way from the start.
See, that's where I disagree that FF13.2 is like Homestuck, because Noel and Sarah are not getting played. Like, yes, Caius is trying to play them, but very often they don't do what Caius wants.
Explicitly says as much on multiple occasions, and particularly in the secret ending.
I mean, I guess you can read it that way if you want to. That was not ever how I read it, that Caius' manipulations were successful. Like, to me, it is that Noel particularly buys the idea of addressing a past trauma by erasing or overwriting it, which the thing that makes that really compelling to me is that this is happening in Final Fantasy 13 too, which is itself an act of revisiting the past in an attempt, or in what might be assumed to be an attempt to try to overwrite it. And I think the thing that really impresses me about it is that the design team clearly weren't interested in doing that, weren't interested in playing that game. Are all our storages full? I think all our storages might be full, like our generic storage.
We'll make another one then.
It's a bit like the move I make with FF12, where it's like a big chunk of this game is about being a Final Fantasy designer and trying to cope with the Final Fantasy fan base in the West.
Right. Yeah. You've definitely said before that every Final Fantasy after 7 is to some extent a reaction to Final Fantasy C7's reception.
Yes. 1 second.
We got three new sheds outside.
But like, I read. Other side. I read 13.2 in particular as an argument. Wait, that should go somewhere more less generic. As an argument against the idea that the appropriate reaction to having made FF13 and it blowing up, or it causing this kind of socio-cultural stink, was to try to fix it with a sequel or extract more value from it with a sequel. It is almost a game arguing against its own existence, which absolutely fascinates me as a move that these designers made in those circumstances. And I admire the balls it took to do that.
I mean, I certainly accept its argument. Just on a moment-to-moment basis, I did not have a good time with this game. And it's been very hard for me to pick out anything structural to it other than, you know, Noel and Sarah being consummate idiots.
I like it when a game has the heroes like actually make a mistake, when the protagonists have motivations that lead them to do a thing that you from the outside of their story can see is the wrong thing, and it's not played for laughs or slapstick at all. It's
so
like,
that's kind of the thing, is this game, to the extent that there were... Let me back that up. I characterized this early on as like this is a sci-fi time travel clash of values, essentially. On the one hand, we have Noel and Sarah like know the lives of everyone in currently living on Pulse and Cocoon are more important than Yule's life, and we have Caius on the opposite side of that stance, essentially. And for God knows how much of at least the first half and realistically most of the story, Noel in particular just acts like somehow there are... Okay, no, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting my own sentence here because I'm trying to tie this back to what I was starting off on. Okay, yeah. Like, we're not... Noel makes several comments early on about, like, oh, is this the same Caius? I knew him, and then of course, and then obviously, you know, the reveal is yes, he's the same one, always has been.
yeah.
And in particular to me, why did you think otherwise? You're time travelers, you know he's a time traveler. Why did you think this?
Well, because he doesn't believe that Caius is capable of the kinds of cruelty and callousness that the Caius they're encountering time traveling does. Like, Noel is very naive, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And also very clearly like isn't familiar with time travel story tropes, which
yeah, so that also definitely comes up early on. Like, Sarah spends the first 2 episodes, I want to say, episodes 1 and at least 2, possibly, repeatedly going, is this actually time travel? Am I just dreaming? Which initially I felt that was reasonable, and then they kept doing it, and my reaction was, you've done this 2 or 3 times now. Are we going to keep this beat? And then they just drop it, and there's never a clear moment where she's like, okay, yes, this is totally happening.
yeah, that I think is very, like, shonen anime conventions.
I don't think that is.
You know?
I think the shonen convention would be to just go, oh yeah, I guess this is totally how the world works now, whatever, rather than spotlighting it and then dropping it.
Yeah.
It's very awkward to lampshade it and then just go on with, well, not even to lampshade it. Like it's using the lampshade as a plot beat and then tries to shove the lampshade in the closet.
Yeah, no, that doesn't read as shonen to me. It reads like bad storytelling. Like, that's all I can say about it. Like, making a point of it and then kind of like brushing it under the bed is just awkward. Like, that's not a shonen beat, because usually there's also like a scene where if someone's having a hard time getting used to their new, setting, they have a moment where they're like, oh, I guess this is happening. I need to adapt or I'm going to be in big trouble for whatever reason. And I don't remember Sarah having that moment at all.
Yeah. And then the other thing where I was trying to tie this back to initially was there's not, like, it feels like they're trying to do, as you said, Eats, they're trying to pull off dramatic irony with the heroes making a series of mistakes and the player going, no, please stop. Oh well, time to push the left stick forward. Let's carry this narrative to its conclusion. But that irony doesn't feel like it's there unless you totally rearrange the order in which information is given to the player. Because, like, the initial mistake is just Noel, assuming that Caius is not up to this degree of callousness and single-mindedness. Like, okay, that's one thing. I still think he's dumb for doing it, but yeah, no, that's fine. We can read him as naive.
You drive a hard bargain. I like
in
it.
particular, the ending
Ooh, let me take that off your
is
hand.
extremely.
Well, I can't not buy it, can I?
Oh,
See you.
whoops. This wasn't prefigured in any way unless you went out and read the 240-page lore book, which is extremely the opposite to how 13 was.
So,
despite ironically people complaining about it there.
So here's the thing: I never read like the lore books or anything, and I knew that the end of the game was going to go the way it did, and I remember going into that final level being really puzzled at why we were continuing to do the thing. I think there is enough information to get you to the point of, wait, hang on, these characters are making a mistake. And like the first time through, I assumed it was a mistake in the storytelling. Like, I assumed that the designers had not written what they meant clearly enough, and that actually, and then it got to the ending. It was like, oh no, they did mean that. And then I thought about it a little bit, and I was like, oh, and I see why. Like, it felt very purposeful to me. I don't know if I just got lucky with the bits.
Given how you have misinterpreted other plot beats before, I think that's part of it.
I mean, I can only have the experience with the game that I have.
I know.
Played it again twice since, and I haven't seen anything to challenge that reading. But at the same time, I stress to my students constantly, multiple interpretations can exist. This is why I like the game. It's because this is how it feels to me.
Yeah.
And because it has to be said.
I do want a word with their encounter designer, though.
So I also really like the encounters, but I prefer my games more routine than you do.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
me over here, the Mirror's Edge stan.
Particularly at the time that I originally played the game, I was making a lot of use of games as abnegation, as like, I just want to sit and zone out and
Yeah.
you know, do.
And then you got into WoW.
Yep.
Yeah. We went over that.
Which is, I think, the most damning, like, thing I could say about your opinion of 13.2 is, and then you got into WoW, which is...
I mean, WoW was unquestionably a step down, except for the fact that I was playing with really good people.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. WoW is definitely way better at being abnegation. Look at that.
That depends how you play. Like, you know, grinding
What, you didn't
chi
enjoy
chus
pet
for
battles?
grinding chi chus for monster leveling materials, where like it got to the point where it was basically automatic for me. It was just like jump in the fight, do the thing. It lasts 5 seconds. I'm out. It's time for the next fight.
I ultimately did not do any grinding in this game whatsoever.
Yeah.
With the sole exception that in order to get Clock Stopper, I was being a bit overzealous about reloading to actually get preemptive strikes early on. But that had basically no effect on my long-term CP intake. But yeah, no, I basically stuck with the first couple monsters I caught until I eventually found the golden and silver chocobos, and then dumped everything into them.
Yeah, like definitely one of my playthroughs I did the Chocobo Squad build that is technically not the optimal, technically not the peak build, but is so close to it that you might as well.
Yeah, the chocobos are just so objectively better than so many other options.
Yeah. I have the full guide for it as well, like the actual officially published guide.
Nice. But yeah, like especially coming off 13.1, the whole paradigm pack system just annoyed the hell out of me. Because like Noah and Sarah keeping the Crystarium was fine by me. I like that. I like the Crystarium, and then the monster leveling being what it was just, oh my god, I don't want to engage with this at all. This is terrible.
Yeah, on top of that, like, I remember around the time that it came out, because I watched an LP of it at the time, or closer to when it was coming out. People were really fucking confused because they didn't have any fucking idea how to talk about their power levels in the game, because there's levels for the roles, and people are just like, oh, I'm level blank, and it's just like, that doesn't tell me fucking anything. Like, how deep are you in the fucking like Saboteur Crystarium? And they're just like, I don't know, like, what's a Saboteur? And it's like, oh, you're fucked. Like,
Oh boy.
the systems convolution was just like,
Well, I mean, I'll hang that one on gamers not knowing how to talk about a goddamn thing. Like,
you know, these were people who were like, had played the first game, took a break, came back, and were like smart enough to deal with the game. But it's just like the ways that the system changed were not for the better. This is my hot take. The hottest take of today.
we've had some spicy ones. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you know, not everybody has to like the same games as you, but like that's why I like this game.
Yeah, no, that is what I asked to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to hear it. I don't think I'm going to agree, but I'm better able to understand where you're coming from on it, and why it is likable.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have we
Yeah.
found Lumblooms yet?
Yes.
Okay, good. I just found one in this
Lumbloom.
cave that can only be explored once you have the water skis.
Yep. I'm also growing some coil vines, so.
Hell yeah.
But But yeah, with regards to
some
the
Loom
encounter
Loom.
designers, I don't know who the heck put Yomi in there, but I want to work with them. And
Yomi's the
Rasputil,
final. No, Rasputil's the final super boss, right?
Rasputil is the rare spawn in Erebor 400 that takes like 20 minutes because he has 3 million health and spawns ads.
Yes.
And Yomi is the last hunt target on Archild's Steppe, who takes forever because he has Vercingetorix's invulnerability and self-healing. And I realized that removing the absurd, oh god, what was Fang's special in
High wind.
Yeah, I realized that removing Highwind is probably good for balance purposes, but it sure did feel like a downgrade relatively in the end game to not be able to just farm turtles in a matter of 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ultima Arrow and whatever the fuck Sierra's is, or no, whatever Noel's is.
Yeah,
Meteor Javelin, is that the one?
sounds right.
Something Javelin, yeah.
Yeah, like ironically, my lasting impression was not, oh wow, these encounters are going a lot faster than in 13.1, but oh wow, these encounters as a whole are a lot more annoying. And I do blame part of that on the Kingdom Hearts ass method of getting into combat. Like, I really did like the non-random encounters in 13.
Yeah, the symbol encounters, the random symbol encounters are kind of the roughest bits. The fact that sometimes it will just be a rare, harder monster that shows up for no fucking reason to scare the shit out of you when you're at a low level is not nice.
Yeah, I fortunately didn't run into any of that, although it was very, very, very amusing when I beat Rasputil finally after a what felt like an interminable struggle, and then took 3 steps and he was the next spawn again.
Yes, once he starts spawning, he's a little bit aggressive about it.
Yeah, I went through like 4 Dawn Tonberries after I'd already recruited one for the trophy, just running around getting, is it Brescia? It is Brescia Ruins, right? Yeah, that's Brescia. Brescia's side quests done. Oh, did we lose somebody?
Fucking Discord just killed me.
Oh?
I just disconnected and reconnected to Discord for no reason. Thank you, Internet.
Well, but yeah, and the Paradigm Pack also, like, that. I definitely have commented about that for weeks on end. But yeah, just not being able to use whatever combinations I like is obviously a feeling downgrade from 13.1. Because like my deck going into Vercingetorix was Cerberus, Tri-Disaster, Infiltration, Salvation, Tortoise, whatever Triple Sin is.
Yeah. All the hits.
And not being able to do that on 13.2's endgame was really annoying, because then it ends up being, well, okay, I have to have a Sentinel because otherwise these people are going to nuke me if I don't swap to Tortoise. And then that kind of trickles down to any other build diversity you might want.
I think I probably play simpler than you as well, just because I tend to play simpler than most people in these games. It doesn't bother me if I end up basically brute forcing things.
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. I was being forced to brute force things, especially Yomi. I realize I'm doing something wrong because the target time on Yomi was 15 minutes, and I took 40. But like,
Yomi is the the Seath
The flying Seath. Yeah.
up in the desert area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
don't
already
know. I can't remember how I did with that. I've only 100%ed the game once.
But yeah, it's like I can't. I have to bring in a sentinel monster because otherwise, I can't use Tortoise, and I have to bring in a commando just for damage. And then the third slot is, okay, well, do I want to have chaining available, or do I want to have healing or buffs available? And if so, which one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And rolling up to Vercingetorix with all 6 triples was a really good capstone feeling. Like, okay, here we are. I've got one tier 3 weapon for everybody. We've all got ATB 6. I've got this. I have reached the pinnacle of this system. Test me.
Yeah, I didn't ever do like a set of triples fight, but just because like that seemed like too much of a meme build to me. But like also, fucking there were a lot of builds that I used where all 3 people needed to be in different positions, and I couldn't replicate that in 13.2.
Yeah. I've rolled with a lot of combat clinic through 13.2, send med. Basically just to go, okay, it's extremely annoying when the characters I actually can control are getting juked, so please tank the hits. Which, a play pattern that did come back to bite me a bit, going for the paradox endings for Kaya's, because then it's like, oh, well, I guess I just have to tank the hits anyway now. Wow, this sucks. I mean, it was definitely a good reminder of how janky 13's combat system feels before you get the full party. But in 13.1, that was by design.
In 13.2, it's a constant risk. Because if you don't have your third party member on lock, you always kind of feel like an incomplete situation.
Yeah. And then, that's the other thing, is the monsters being totally decoupled from the Crystarium points is a negative change from 13.1, where it's like, oh, okay, I can just play with somebody else now if I want, instead of, okay, time to go
level another monster.
Wander around the steppe for an hour to get enough materials.
Wakey, partner. Why don't we try and plant some seeds today, huh?
But yeah,
always good to have more crops in the harvest.
Story-wise, I'm glad to hear what you like about it story-wise, and what my read is missing on it.
Yeah.
Mechanically, though, I don't think 13.2 is a defensible change from 13.1. At the very least, don't make me AFK the slot machine.
They were like, oh, you were complaining about 13 not having minigames, motherfucker. I'll show you a minigame.
I was not complaining about this.
You were not, but the people who were complaining were.
Yeah, I know.
And a lot of that game is thumbing its nose at those people one way or another.
Yeah. And meanwhile, it's me over here like, oh, yes, this is exactly what I want, and thank you.
Interesting.
A second helping? Wait a minute, this is a completely different dish. What the heck?
Yeah.
I wonder what we do with the dried glow fruit. It just says a potent fuel, so I have a feeling it goes in the advanced furnace, but we can't make that yet.
What do we need for the advanced furnace?
Wondering how that gets unlocked.
Also, I currently have one vote against playing Lightning Returns from Lexi. What's your take on LRE?
I like Lightning Returns as a conclusion of Lightning's story. And
that's a very specific praise.
Yeah, so, I mean, I like the game, and I think if you take the trilogy as a 5-act story about Lightning, with the first 3 acts being in 13.1 and then 13.2 being Act 4 and 13 and Lightning Returns being the final act. I think it works as an investigation of a deeply dissociated character who eventually has to confront that fact about herself. I think it works, and I found it powerful personally because it landed for me at a time where it kind of was relevant to my transition. And way back in the DGC days, I don't know if you'd have read it, I wrote a piece about why Lightning's gender felt resonant for me.
I probably have not read that one, just on account of I would have skipped anything on your blog at the time it was spoilery.
Yeah.
Well, you can fix that now.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the blog spots are still up.
Yeah, I made a point to get all the writing off of the joint website.
Yeah,
once it was
like
going
all
down.
all of my pieces are on my Starts with the Fish blog.
Mhm.
I still have Val's Hall bookmarked too.
It hasn't been written on in fucking ages because I moved to co-host mostly.
3 years, but yeah.
So yeah, like, I like it. I think it is kind of an obnoxious game. I think if it is, if you want to, quote unquote, do it properly and play it yourself, and like figure all the shit out for yourself, like, that's going to be a very frustrating experience. There are a couple of things that are like, I would say, old school. Almost not quite cruel per that scale that we were talking about the other day, but whatever
The Zarfian cruelty scale, yeah.
that's the one. Whatever the step down from, immediately down from cruel is,
Nasty.
there are there are timed challenges that are finicky enough to do that you might find yourself needing to reload to have a reasonable chance at doing it. If you're
Right, yeah, no, I do understand just from background radiation going in that Lightning Returns is Majora's Mask structure.
it's Majora's
Not-
Mask, it's
So I'll clarify. There are 12 days, and you can only save at the start of each day, generally. And the only way to start over is to get like a full plot failure progress game over.
yeah, so it doesn't have any of the repetition of Majora's Mask. It doesn't have
It's
that-
more of a Dragon Quarter.
Yes, that's the actual touchstone, although none of us have played Dragon Quarter to comment on any deeper similarities. That's something I'm looking forward to when I play Dragon Quarter later this year.
It's also like Dead Rising, which I have played because Dead Rising
yeah.
basically yanked that entirely from Dragon Quarter.
Yeah.
Huh, neat.
So
I know way less about Dead Rising.
yeah. So
I figured.
the way I would put it is that I have heard a lot of gamer-type gamers arguing that all games should do time in the way that Lightning Returns does it, and be unforgiving about puzzles in the way that Lightning Returns is unforgiving about some of its puzzles. And I think Lightning Returns, whatever its strengths, is exemplary at showing why that opinion is misguided. Like,
Yeah, I
very
can
so.
co-sign that.
For example, very early on, there's a main story quest that's like, go and find these 4 marks on the walls in this town. And you literally have, like, there's no mini-map marking, there's no, like, heads-up indicators. The marks are just, like, superimposed on the wall textures. They're small. They're not particularly bright.
They are, like, the NPCs around the area, around the zone that you're in, do talk about where they saw them.
A bit, but like you have to
suss them out, and the important part is one of them is in a zone behind a gate that closes after a certain hour of the night that you can't get into.
Yeah.
And here's the kicker, they only appear at night, the numbers.
Yes.
So
you have a relatively short window of time to find them all, and I think you have to find them all. You have to find them all in the span of the same day.
Because the numbers change and it's the password to get into a thing.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. So you have to get them. They don't move around, so if you find 3 of the spaces on night 1, then you can go back on night 2 and find them all. But at the same time, then you have lost a day's progress.
Yeah, it feels really fucking bad. And also, like, because I made the point of, like, you can only really properly save at the end, like, between days.
Yeah.
So if you did a bunch of quests and then you get to this point in the thing and you realize, oh, I was too busy helping people that aren't related to the main story, I have to wait until tomorrow. You get to restart the entire day again if you want that.
Yeah. And I guess also a touchstone we should mention here is pathologic, which again,
it
none
is
of us
kind of
have played.
pathologic.
It is it might be in places as nasty and cruel as pathologic. It does not have the kind of tonal and thematic content to justify that. Pathologic is like that because pathologic is about making you suffer. And that's why I still haven't dared confront it. Lightning Returns sometimes wants you to suffer, and not just when they bring back Snow again and have him do the same growth arc again. That's not actually fair to Snow in any of the games, but I am done being fair to Snow. I'm never going to be fair to Snow.
Another point of divergence.
Yes.
Yep. So I also just sent Dahl the spreadsheet that I use to play through FF13 Lightning Returns. And it is, I forget if I made this or if I copied it from elsewhere, but it is a complete list. It has all of the details, the listed difficulty of the quest, whether you can miss the quest, whether you can fail the quest, main quest requirements, other requirements, and the start time, and then the client, the details, the rewards, and the fact that the first time you complete a quest, you get a stat upgrade, and when you do it again in New Game Plus, you get a different stat upgrade. So you need to be doing side quests at all times,
yes,
or you will not have the stats to kill God.
Yeah, there's no XP leveling up. And so the other thing I'll say is, like, because of all that, like, cruelty stuff, I would never encourage anybody to play it without a guide. And the problem is, if you play it with a guide, it kind of automatically becomes too easy because you can just use chronostasis to keep the clock stopped.
Yeah.
And if you're
I saw that mentioned in the trophy guide, just batting at it when I finished 13-2.
Yeah, like, I am not good at Lightning Returns combat at all, but I was comfortably able to never run out of chronostasis. And so, like, you can actually get through everything in the game in about 8 of the 14 days. If you do that.
13. There's 13.
13 days, yeah.
So, yeah, the one thing that I will say and spoil right away is that doing a bunch of these quests gives you, like, the framing device is that Hope is, like, sitting at the God's computer up top, watching how you're doing in Purgatory, and he's just like, yeah, helping people out, collecting souls for the vessels so that we can go to the next world, which is your stated goal, is will give us more time. And I like Lightning Returns a lot for all of the lore shit, but I don't like playing it, and I don't recommend playing it. The thing that really made me laugh was like, it's weird that there's only 24 hours in the day, because
Oh, yeah, this detail. I was like, where are you going with this?
It's weird that there's only 24 hours in the day. Hope mentioned that there used to be 26, but moving, like, basically the end of at the end of FF13-2, Valhalla and the material plane merge into this weird, fucked up, timeless dimension that is slowly rotting. And in the process, they lose 2 hours because it was a 26-hour day on Cocoon and Grand Pulse.
Because
And-
that's 213s. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. But then you do a bunch of these quests and you slowly gain more time, and then Hope's just like, well, look at that. Those extra hours that got shaved off the past 12 days have coalesced into a 13th day for you.
And the
And there are
13th
some
day
quests
has no
that
time
only
limit.
That's not true. It's like there's a bunch of quests that only open up on day 10 plus, and I think there's like 2 that open up on day 13.
Yeah.
But like, it's yeah.
There is an extra day that has no time limit.
There is, but I feel like that's
Because like there is a in the official guide, which again I have, there's a thing about, hey, if you're on a new game plus run and you just want to get through shit, you go to the dungeon where you can wipe out all the monsters by killing their final,
the last ones.
yeah, the last ones, and then you, like, here's the sequence to unlock the day that has no time limit, and then you just, like, you do all your prep for the super bosses on that day, so you don't have to worry about
Getting reset and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a fucking mess, that game.
yeah. And you know,
Like
So I'm being led to understand.
like
yes.
I mean, like 10-2, the 13-2 sequels are kind of because they couldn't just do the Final Fantasy again. They're weird, and they're weird in interesting ways.
Yeah, I would say they're weird in interesting ways. Please do not play Lightning Returns. Like, mostly because I don't think it's going to be a very enjoyable experience for you, and also I don't want to have to hear you bitching about another Final Fantasy 13 game that you're not gonna like.
This is maybe fair. Like,
Love you, hun.
Love you too. Nah, that's fair. I've got the disc lying around because I picked all 3 up at once, but I don't think I'm going to. At the very least, I'm not going to bingo it next year.
yeah, fair enough.
We'll see if I get around to it.
We should get you to bingo a Tales game.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's probably more valuable in terms of playing an action RPG, Japanese action RPG that would be extremely relevant to both me and Lexi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? And beyond that, I still have a list of RPGs to play anyway because I'm fully sold on Like a Dragon, obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I expect Eat to have a good time with Like a Dragon, but an interesting one probably.
Yeah, we'll get to it eventually.
Yeah. If nothing else, on account of let's be real, Yakuza / Like a Dragon as a franchise is only vaguely finally starting to kind of understand.
Yep, that's putting it generously. Still has gender locked classes.
Did they do away with that in Infinite Wealth? I don't think they did.
I don't think they did. Also, Infinite Wealth will be fine for Eat because Kason is in it and we can cope with a lot for Kason.
Will definitely be an interesting angle to hear, just jumping into the franchise on that particular entry, since I know some details about what it does with Kiryu.
I have to say, like, one of my students did their project this semester on Yakuza 1, and they showed a couple of the cutscenes from it, and I was really impressed, actually, with the kind of cinematography type stuff.
Good morning, Sleepyhead.
Yep.
I'm feeling really good about today.
That seems very
We'll run
fair
into
for...
something amazing.
Yeah, because, like, Yakuza has gotten significantly better over the years, but it started out really strong with PS2.
Anyway,
This is the alternate universe to telling a Japanese studio, hey, what if we made a video game that's like a movie? This is what happens when you don't get Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. Alpha versus Beta universe, etc. I'll leave the chat
I
to
will
decide
not
which
make
is
any
which.
argument that Yakuza is homestuck.
see what I mean about
it's-
Doll says everything is Homestuck?
No, they just said they
I
wouldn't.
literally just said it's not.
Sorry, I misheard. I misheard.
I love you so much, Eat. Also, you're a giant dork.
I'm pretty sure that describes all of your partners accurately, love.
Yeah, inevitably. They think I'm cool, which is, you know,
I
fucked up.
wouldn't necessarily go quite that far.
You have gone that far several dozen times.
Silence.
No.
Speaking of silence, we probably should wrap up soon.
Yep. I'll probably actually take the time to organize this at some time this week.
Okay, I'll try to remember to remind you.
Nice.
I'm not sure
I
what we need to
can-
do next.
I
Like,
think we might be at endgame, yeah.
for now
We
anyway.
need, there's a couple of things that's like, it tells us like, oh, fractalite is used in springs. We can't make springs. I cannot find the building to make them in.
We might
And
still
like,
have
a few
to.
things like that.
We might still have to finish up some of the ruin sites. I think there's a couple that we haven't finished.
That could be it.
Like,
I'll do some research before
yeah.
we come back to this.
Like Pine Heights shows only 3 out of 9 artifacts and 2 of 6 treasures.
You know, it may very well be that we've just hit the end of the current content, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In which case we'll have to pick something else to stream together.
Yep.
Which I have been meaning to suggest that we get Nika and Juby to pick archipelago games.
Oh God.
That's your feelings. You know you want it.
I have ideas for what I would play in Archipelago, and mostly they are Subnautica shaped.
Yep.
Cool.
And I have no idea what Juby's familiar with, but we'll figure that out together, I guess.
And I will just play Hell Ocarando, probably.
I will find some other way to torture myself.
Unless and until they implement FF12 rando. 'Cause damn, I would love an excuse to play another FF12 rando, but I really do not have the time right now.
If they add multi-world FF12 rando, I will join you.
God, that would be such a shit show.
Yes, which is exactly what content is.
It's true, it's true. That's why
Anyhow.
we're such good content.
Baby.
Yep.
Is there anyone live to raid? Nah, it's fine. I will sign off there. Thank you for being here, folks. Thank you for the raid. If any raiders are still around. I will presumably be back tomorrow playing more Undertale. Or we might be over on Lexi's channel doing
Guess the game.
doing more Guess the Game. Yes. Come watch my
one
fiance
talent.
be a fucking savant at identifying games from single photos of like obscure textures. It's
You got Doom in one.
I mean, yeah, but like some of the ones you got on the first image were unreal.
Ultimate Chicken Horse is so funny though.
That one was very funny. Yeah.
It is a blue sky with some blocks. Lamau.
Yep.
Anyway,
I think it was
thanks for coming, everyone.
It was the fucking the PS
Twisted Metal?
Twisted Metal was the one that I cannot.
I guessed the game!
You did in fact guess the game. It was mind blowing. So that
I
might
mean, right now, I guess the game we were thinking about.
Fuck.
I love you.
Ah, it's such a pain.
I love you too.
Right. That's it. We're done streaming. Good night. And may those who oppress you learn shame.